Hi, Sydney. I hope you've had a good week. Did you have a chance to use your advocacy statement that we created last week?
Yes, I did. I used it when I was working at Dunkin' this week.
That is great. How did the customers respond when you use this at work?
Everyone was nice and said thank you for telling me.
That's great to hear. So, last week we identified patterns in your disfluencies at work, and you said that you feel like most of your stuttering has been occurring when you're listing items on the menu. Did you find that to be true this week?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about a new strategy called preparatory sets, which can also be called easing in. And then we're going to practice this strategy with some of the menu items.
Okay.
Preparatory sets involves preparing your body before beginning to talk to eliminate tension. So, do you ever find yourself tensing your body or your face muscles before speaking because you're anticipating a stutter?
Yes, I do that at least half of the times that I stutter.
That's great that you're able to recognize this tension. You have great self monitoring skills, which is part of the reason I think that this strategy will work really well for you.
Did, did do I fully relax my muscles for this strategy?
Instead of fully relaxing, we're going to try to find a happy medium between relaxation and tension. You want to eliminate any tension you feel coming on, feel ready to talk, and then ease into the sounds.
Okay. I will take a deep breath to eliminate tension and get prepared.
That's a great idea. I will demonstrate using the word donut. Donut. Did you see me prepare my body and hear me ease into that sound?
Yes.
Awesome. So now you can practice with the word coffee. First, just say the word as you typically would. And then while you're doing that, think of any tension that you may feel before saying the word.
Coffee.
Did you feel tension?
I I felt tension in my neck and jaw build up before talking.
Great job identifying that. Now try the word coffee and then try using the strategy with it.
Coffee.
Nice work preparing for the word and eliminating the tension there.
Sydney did a great job utilizing the information by the clinician to execute the strategy appropriately. Lauren did a nice job providing an explanation of the strategy as well as a demonstration before encouraging the client to practice independently.
Hi, Sydney. All right, so last week we worked on identifying tension prior to moments of stuttering, and then we were easing into the stutter. This week I have a new strategy to help you work through these moments.
Okay.
We're going to work on your rate of speech. Your goal is going to be to maintain a slow rate of speech during the production of single words. How does that sound?
I feel like talk fast sometimes, so I like this strategy.
Great. I picked 5 general terms that you use every day as a Dunkin' Donuts worker, and I will share the words on the screen. All right, can you see those words?
Mhm.
Great. All right, so can you read through those words at your typical speaking rate, please?
Small, medium, large, iced, hot.
Okay, so I noticed some disfluencies in your production of those words. Would you agree?
Yes, I have a really hard time with medium.
Okay, I'm glad we're practicing those words then. You can use this strategy to help with any word that you have a hard time with. So to do this strategy, you will need to slow your rate down. You want to practice maintaining a slow rate throughout the whole word, not just the beginning of the word.
Okay.
I will demonstrate with the word bagel. Did you notice how quickly I said it there?
Yeah.
Okay, pay attention to my rate when I say it this time so you can hear the difference. Bagel. Did you hear the difference?
Yes.
How about when I say it like this? Bagel.
You only use the slow rate at the beginning of the word.
Yes, great job identifying that. Okay, try the first word again with a slow rate.
Small.
Great job keeping that slow rate the whole time. Now read through the rest of the words.
Medium. Large. Iced. Hot.
Great work. Are there any other words that you can think of that you want to try this strategy with?
Yes, I have a hard time with the word muffin.
Okay, I can definitely hear a fast rate there, so let's practice with this word.
Muffin.
Nice job using a slow rate in the beginning there. Try one more time so you're using a slow rate throughout the whole word.
Muffin.
Nicely done.
Sydney did a great job maintaining a slow rate. Lauren did a great job selecting a strategy that addresses areas where Sydney had expressed difficulty and making it functional for the client. The next step would be to move to sentence level.
Hi, Sydney. How have the preparatory sets and slow rates been working for you?
I like they work well.
Great. Those strategies were aimed at the word level, and this week we're going to address strategies that help with moments of stuttering at the sentence level. How does that sound?
I am feeling ready.
Great. Have you ever heard of pseudo stuttering?
No. Well, what is that?
Pseudo stuttering is the idea of voluntary stuttering. So, in the activity that I have planned, you will identify a word that you typically would not stutter on and then intentionally stutter on that word.
Why would I do that? I want to stutter less, not more.
That's a great question. There are actually a few benefits to pseudo stuttering. First, it helps individuals who stutter become more confident with their stuttering. Second, it helps individuals who stutter feel like they have control. I know that you've discussed in the past that lack of control over your stutter has impacted your confidence, which is one reason I feel like this could be a cool strategy for you to try. And finally, increasing moments of stuttering by voluntarily stuttering can actually decrease your true stutter. So this happens because voluntary stuttering makes you less likely to hold back or have tension since you're being open with your stutter.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound like something you want to try?
Yeah, let's try it.
Before we begin, I want you to know that there's another option when pseudo stuttering, and that is to include voluntary secondary movements. So, for example, you could tap your hand on the table or blink your eyes. Is that something that you'd want to try?
I think I want to start with speech only, but if I like this strategy, we can build on it in future sessions.
That's a great idea. None of the strategies that I suggest are ever mandatory. The therapy that we do is all about you and what makes you feel comfortable.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so the sentence that we're going to practice today is, "Hi, how can I help you?" You've mentioned previously that this is one of the sentences that you've had difficulty with.
Yes, I do.
Where in this sentence do most of your disfluencies occur?
I typically stutter when I say hi or help.
Okay, and are there any words that you rarely stutter on in this sentence?
Yes, I rarely stutter on the word can.
Okay, let's practice this sentence, and when you say it, allow your natural disfluencies to occur, but also intentionally stutter on the word can.
Okay. Hi, how can I help you?
How did that feel?
That it felt interesting, but I kind of liked it.
That's great. Was there anything specific that you liked?
I could see this strategy helping me with gaining power back from my stutter.
Great. We will continue using this strategy in future sessions.
Lauren did a nice job moving to sentence level with Sydney. She did a nice job defining the strategy and then allowed Sydney to decide if this was something she wanted to try. Sydney did a nice job advocating for herself by asking questions and being flexible with new strategies.
Welcome back, Sydney. We're going to continue working on stuttering moments at the sentence level today, but I have a new strategy.
Okay, cool.
Have you ever heard of the stuttering strategy called cancellation?
No. Is that when you cancel out w- words that you don't want to say?
That's a great guess, but cancellation is actually not about canceling or deleting words. Instead, after a moment of stuttering, you produce the stuttered word again, just a little differently.
So part of the strategy is actually allowing myself to stutter.
Yes, and then you modify the stuttered word immediately after.
So the second time I produce the word, I try to be fluent.
Great question. Actually, your goal is to stutter in a different way. For example, you can pseudo stutter to modify the original stutter, but relieve some of the original tension. So, if you originally produced a prolongation, maybe you reproduce the word as a repetition. Does that make sense?
I think so, but can you give me an example?
Yes. Let's pretend the sentence is the team will win. And I say the team will win. Immediately after saying win, I will pseudo stutter w win.
Okay, I understand how to do it, but, but why do I need to stutter again after I already stuttered?
You use pseudo stuttering to stutter again because it helps you understand how to modify the moment of stuttering.
Okay, that makes sense.
I will put a sentence up on the screen and I want you to read it and then practice cancellation if a moment of stuttering occurs while you're reading it.
Okay.
All right, can you see the sentence on your screen?
hmm
Okay, so go ahead and read that sentence.
My mom is tall.
Great job modifying the original prolongation and making it a repetition. How did that feel?
It felt good. I will keep practicing.
Sydney did nice work practicing this strategy. She asked great questions to help her understand the overall strategy of cancellation. Understanding it will help her be able to practice on her own outside of therapy. Lauren did a nice job explaining all of the layers to this strategy. The next step would be to move to conversational level.
Hi, Sydney. Welcome to your last speech therapy session before the holiday break.
Thank you. What are we working on today?
We're going to address stuttering moments at the conversational level.
Are we using a new strategy?
Yes, we are. The strategy is pausing. The aim of this strategy is to take brief pauses or moments of silence at the end of sentences or after important words.
Okay.
Last week, when I asked you about difficult conversations for you, you mentioned that you often stutter when you're asked for coffee or food recommendations at work. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to practice this conversation today, but we're going to incorporate the pausing strategy. My goal for you is to pause between each sentence that you say. So we're going to have a back and forth conversation, but I want you to respond to my question with at least 2 sentences.
Okay. What if I can only come up with one sentence?
If you can only think of one sentence, ask me a question after your comment. You could say something as simple as, does that make sense? Or do you have another question? It's important for you to have 2 sentences because I want you to take time to pause and prepare for your next sentence.
Okay, I like that plan.
Before we begin the conversational level, let's practice pausing with these 2 sentences. I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, can you see the practice sentence?
Yes.
Great. Read these sentences out loud using the pausing strategy.
How long should I pause for?
However long you need to take a breath and prepare for the next sentence. The goal is to help you gain control and feel less overall tension.
Okay. I went to the store. I got eggs, carrots, and bread.
How did that feel?
I, I liked that. The pause was helpful to think about what was next.
Great. Now let's practice with a work scenario. You will be the barista and I will be the customer. Ready?
Yes.
Hi, I need help deciding what to order. What do you recommend?
I like a lot on the menu. Do you want coffee or tea?
I would like coffee.
We have great coffee. Do you like hot or iced coffee?
Iced, please.
Do you like caramel? We have caramel lattes.
Yes, that sounds great. I will order that.
Okay.
Nice work. I noticed that you paused between both sentences, but also before starting the first sentence. Did you like that strategy?
I felt very fluent there. I really like that.
Lauren did a nice job helping Sydney work away from word level to sentence level and now to conversational level. Sydney has gained experience with some great strategies. Sydney did a great job pausing and using each pause to prepare for the next sentence. As a listener, one would notice less tension in her speech.